So here we are at Matchbook Vineyards. I'm Dan Cederquist, I'm the winemaker. I've been making these wines since the very beginning, 2004 vintage. The founders, John and Lane Jagir, started this project after their extremely successful venture with Toasted Head. They moved on from the Constellation life to being family-owned winemakers and vintners, and now we have this beautiful operation. We started off at about 40,000 cases. Now we're over 100,000 cases. We seem to be growing every year. We have our main brand, Matchbook, which is Dunnigan Hills fruit, predominantly Chardonnay, but we do Tempranillo, Syrah, and we do a nice blend called Tinto Rey. John's brother, Carl, is the man that has planted all the grapes and manages the vineyard, so it's a real family affair here. One of the things that we have accomplished in our brief history is that we built this facility in 2008. And every year we seem to be adding on. We started with a couple of barrel buildings and a bottling room, and now we have a third barrel building that was built a couple of years ago. And right behind me is going to be our new entertainment, conference, tasting room, and a new building for administration that's going on over there. So we keep growing. The wines have been successful, and it's allowed us the opportunity to expand our operation. This year, 2014, is going to be one of our best. It looks fabulous out there. I know it's early, I know it's been hot, but the vines have struggled a little bit with that heat, and that combination of a struggling vine and limited water, we're getting very small berries, but very intensely flavored. So it will be early, but I think it's going to be fantastic. The concentration of flavors are there, and we have the makings to be an all-time great year for us. So we're in our Tempranillo vineyard. This is a beautiful example of some nice set. It's nicely spaced out. We have individual clusters hanging here with space around them. I love that. There's a few green berries in here, but they'll ripen up. This is not out of the abnormal, but what great color we have at this time. This is phenomenal. We're going to have some amazing Tempranillo this year. So here we are, our first day of grape sampling. It's our Chardonnay. Chardonnay always comes in first. We're starting to see some golden fruit, which is always a sign of ripening. Golden is like that. It's a beautiful looking cluster. You see that nice golden patina, not the darker green that we see here. So that's one of the things that we look for. Obviously we look at flavor, we look at seeds if they're brown, stems if they're lignified. Yeah, no, they look great. Beautiful, clean clusters. So here we are in front of the bottling room. We're bottling our Matchbook Chardonnay. It is our single biggest bottling event of the year. We're going to try to get through 24,000 cases on this run. It is our best vintage that we have done, the 2013 vintage. It was beautiful out here in Dunnigan Hills. All right, well, let's go inside and take a look. I said that we're bottling our Chardonnay today. That is our Matchbook Chardonnay. We still have Chardonnay in the barrels. This is our Arsonist Chardonnay. It's going to be held over in our nicest barrels for another 3 months. We continue to lees stir, and you can see these with their glass heads. We had just stirred them up, so it's still pretty hazy, milky color with the heavier lees settling down lower. You see another little lees line around there. This is going to be our process to increase the richness and the mouthfeel of the wine. It's one of our brand new things that we're doing. We're raising the bar on Dunnigan Hills and the Chardonnay that we produce here.
I'm Yannis Toutountzis. I am the viticulturist for Crew Wines. We're here today in our new block, P3 block. This is a Chardonnay block, and I would like to present you with some information about one common practice we do at this stage of development, which is training the vines. We planted this block about 2 months ago. You can see the growth. So when we plant the vines, we have cartons just to protect them from weeds, from rodent damage, and also some weather stressors, might be wind damage, etc. So this is the time, about 2 months later, that we bring the crew in with the purpose of training the vines, removing the cartons, and tying the vines. So it's pretty much, we simplify the process into 3 steps. Behind us here with Antonio, we have a block of Malbec, and then you can see some rows that have not been hedged. We have a little bit extra growth, and then you can see the row after has been hedged. So pretty much we trim the sides of the canopy, we top the canopy, just making sure it's where it should be. There's enough light going through the canopy to the clusters. At this stage of development, we're about veraison right now. So what we can do, we're going to see Antonio now turning around. He's going to start hedging one row, and we can see the result.
This is our new tasting room. We should be open in about a month. You can see the work is going on constantly. We're finishing off a lot of the detail work. We've got the windows in, we've got the flame on the glass, which is so cool. And can you see the view out through the glass? It totally opens up to what we think is Dunnigan Hills. This is what Dunnigan Hills looks like. This will have our conference room, and we'll be open for tasting.